Yes, another guest joins us. You know him well, Mac Boucher. Mac, welcome back to Golf Talk Canada, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm always excited to come see you guys.
We kind of hung out for 6 hours yesterday almost, right? Because you were the group in front of us.
That's right.
And we saw you quite a bit. In fact, I was gushing over your Augusta Ventus blue that was painted Augusta green with some, were there tangerines? Walk me through this shaft.
So it was the special edition one from Fujikura this year. It was it's green with those Georgia peaches on it.
Okay,
Every year
peaches.
Fujikura kind of does a cool drop for the Masters, and it was a really cool one this year. I had to put it in play.
And being a lefty and being all members of Team TaylorMade, Scully, I almost stole Mac's driver yesterday. Just
Really?
stolen right out of the bag. My Scarborough roots almost came out of me. Just
Well, you almost did that. I almost actually hit into your group. I was fortunate that it was the fifth hole, I think, and I hit it onto the tee deck on the par 3, and they were still on the green, thankfully, because the ball was legitimately in the middle of the tee deck.
I mean, every time I look back yesterday, Scully was 15 yards short of the green in the middle of the fairway. So, I mean, I don't know what your short game's like, but it could have been a low one from you yesterday.
Well, but as my fiance said yesterday, caddying for me, can you just keep one straight on this hole, please? That's all I ask. Just some straight ones out there.
I was in the fairway pretty much the entire day. It was miraculous that I played as bad as I did from that spot.
Right.
That goes to show you how bad I actually am, that I was able to make bogey from,
Blame slow play. We'll blame.
Is that what we're blaming?
Yeah, that's what I'm blaming.
That and lack of talent.
We were a little patient out there, for sure. We can call it that. But I saw the driver was out a couple times, Mac, yesterday on par 3s. Walk us through the yardages, the shots, and what you hit.
They're long out here. TPC Toronto it's a beast, and they obviously I was playing the back tees, so it was tipped out. So some of those par 3s were like 240.
Yeah.
So we did the old high tee chip slice driver. I actually hit the green on both of them. So we.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, I think I have a higher percentage chance of hitting a green with a driver on a par 3 than I do with a 9-iron right now. So shows you where my practice is at.
Right. That's overrated. That's overrated.
Walk us through a week like this, Matt, because I love your story. I mean, you've been on the show before and told your story of how you just started posting and you were traveling and put it up. A lot of it was through the pandemic. But a week like this now, you fast forward, 5-6 years later, what's a week like? I know you're doing stuff with TaylorMade yesterday. You must be jammed, like every morning waking up going, okay, what's the schedule like today? What happens on a Canadian Open week for someone like yourself?
Yeah, it's cool. So every year it seems like I have a little bit more to do during this week. Obviously, being my National Open, being Canadian, it's something that I'm like super stoked just to come and be a part of it. So obviously played in the Pro-Am yesterday. I'm playing in the Pro-Am again tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. It's the first time I've played in the Wednesday Pro-Am. So don't know who my pros are yet, but it's always a blast, and obviously playing TPC Toronto, it's always a treat. Growing up about an hour from here, so it's it's full on, but super enjoyable.
You're doing TaylorMade stuff this week too, right?
Yes, we're doing some stuff this afternoon actually with Ashton McCullough and Matt Anderson. So a couple.
I was just on this morning.
Yeah, they're obviously I've done quite a bit with them through TaylorMade, and they're both just unbelievably good players and great guys. So pretty excited about that.
Well, speaking of TaylorMade, we're going to take a deep dive into your current bag setup. But another member of Team TaylorMade, of course, is Rory McIlroy.
Yep.
And you got to take part in a Pro-Am with him overseas, January or February? Matt,
yeah.
Was that when it was? Tell us that story.
Yeah, so it was the Dubai Desert Classic, which I've done stuff for the last couple of years, spending a bit of time over there, and got to play a couple holes with Rory, which was obviously just super cool for any golf nut like myself, just to kind of see him up close, pick his brain a little bit, and just watch him hit a golf ball, because it's something special. So great guy, and I really, really enjoyed it.
I mean, I've been so lucky to follow Rory doing PGA Tour radio for so many of his wins. I mean, just in the last couple of years, Canadian Open, Scottish Open, Pebble Beach, Players Championship. The problem with following Rory and spending time with Rory, you'll quit the game. Because it just, you watch that for 4 days and you just realize how bad everyone else is at this sport. It's like, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. Like, not to mention, he's up to like my shoulder and hits it
he's
140 yards past me. But it was pretty cool. I actually hit his driver upside down on number one. He let me hit it upside down, which was that was kind of cool. I guess he had seen the video of me doing it last year and was like, "I trust you." I'm like, "I don't trust myself, but let's have a rip." So,
okay.
in all your travels, because you've seen parts of the world and played some golf in some interesting places, what's your favorite place to peg it up and go play golf? Mine's Ireland.
Okay, I got to say New Zealand. I lived in New Zealand for quite a few years. before COVID. Jack's Point Golf Club down in Queenstown. It's like a place that just doesn't get old for me. I could spend hours there just kind of cruising around and doing my thing. So that, and honestly, Bear Mountain out in the West Coast, out in Victoria.
I haven't done that yet.
You guys have to go to
Yeah, we
Bear
haven't done
Mountain.
that.
Yeah. We should go out and do the show in Vancouver is what we should
You
do.
guys should. Yeah.
You know what's great? We love producing and hosting on the fly, where we just come up with great ideas while we're live on the air, right? Maybe the three of us do a show, a little shootout.
Sign me up.
Now, something that we get all the time, and I'd love to get your perspective on it too, is advice to those traveling, because you're going time zone to time zone. These are short turnarounds. You're traveling with golf clubs. What kind of advice would you give to maybe someone who's planning a golf trip and maybe taking off at some point in the summer?
I mean, jet lag wise, I sleep when I'm tired. So people try to fight the jet lag. I just go to bed. If I'm tired, I sleep, because you just got to listen to your body. And
Easier
I think
said than
for
done.
me, it's yeah, it just works.
So don't drink.
I don't. I don't drink.
No, okay.
That's a fun fact, which is crazy because I just launched my own beer and I don't
That's
drink.
No way. I didn't know this.
So
Okay.
yeah. We have a beer out west. I partnered with Silver Star Brewing Co. out there to make my own Sling It Light Lager.
Love that.
good
That's
for you.
fantastic.
Which is kind of cool. It's in a bunch of shops out in BC. But yeah, and in terms of traveling, wrapping my golf clubs, I've never broke a golf club in all my days of traveling. And I've been on a lot of airplanes, so I wrap my golf clubs in like a blanket that I got from Walmart for $15 and literally never broke a club.
Best $15 you've
Best
ever spent.
$15.
Wow. Okay, so I mentioned it earlier. TaylorMade.
Yep.
We're a TaylorMade show.
Yep.
Mark might be the biggest nerd in terms of gear.
love
We were talking about it yesterday.
Specifics. Yeah. Shocker, right? So what is in the bag for you right now? Let's start driver. TaylorMade QI35 and what model?
So I have the LS,
Yep.
9-degree driver set down to, I believe, 8 degree. Then I have the Fujikura Ventus Special Edition 6X in there. And then I have the 5-wood QI35 tour head that I have cranked to the highest loft setting, so it plays more like a 7-wood, cut to a 7-wood length.
Oh.
I love a 7-wood. I think anyone watching, if you're not playing a 7-wood, go try one, because they are like a cheating club. And then I have a Ventus Blue in that 8X. I won't talk about my 3-wood because that's against TaylorMade policy.
Yeah.
It's an old, trusted, everyone who follows me knows that
You've
I've had that thing in the bag for,
forever.
it's a 3-wood that's been in my bag for upwards of 20 years now. So it's not leaving anytime soon. Then I'm playing the blades, P7 MB up to the 7-iron, CB and the 6 and 5 iron, MG4 wedges, and the high toe 60 degree, and then I just put in that zero torque
I was
spider.
just going to ask that.
Yeah.
And what about the shaft and the irons first? Before what's in there?
I'm with Fujikura, so I play the Axiom 125X.
Okay.
So they're graphite iron shaft, but I just find that they feel awesome. Obviously, with my thumb injury, a little bit more easy on mishits, which I'm prone to. So
Right.
I'm a huge fan of them.
Okay, so lefties,
Right.
And Brian Harmon wins on tour this year with the new putter, center shafted. He's playing a 38-inch counterbalance. You've got, was that a 35?
I have a 35, yeah.
Zero torque.
Yep.
It's where the industry seems to be going. Initial thoughts. How are we feeling about the new putter?
Yeah, so I've had it in the bag for about 2 weeks now, and I've never used a center shafted putter before, or any type of zero torque putter before, and honestly, I'm in love with it.
Are you a straight back, straight through? Or are you a rounded guy?
I'm just a yippie.
Oh, you're like me.
Yeah, I draw.
lefty yippie.
I
Okay,
draw
perfect.
figure eights.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like I'm drawing pictures. Honestly, I'm
You know,
making
as
a lot
long-
of putts though. So
As long as the figure eight's the same every
That's
time.
it. That's all that matters.
the old loop.
That's so funny, man.
It's so funny, so interesting because like a lot of guys now on tour, right? Center shafted, zero torque. But if they've got like a rounded arced putting stroke, I mean, might not be the best thing in the world for them, right? That's a grandfather clock kind of straight back, straight through. So I mean, you got to know these things before you start choosing a putter. But I do love the concept of center shafted zero torque. When I was first job in the golf industry was at a golf store called Dynamic Golf in Toronto. This was before Golf Town was ever invented. This is 1990. I was 15 years old. And one of the sales reps come in, and they introduce a center shafted putter.
Right.
And he says to me, and I'm 15 years old as a kid, he says, pick up a pencil. I said, okay. He says, now pick up a pencil, hold it at the eraser end. I said, okay. Now don't squeeze it too tight, just hold it. I said, okay. And he says, now I'm the golf ball. And he hits it in the middle of the pencil, and it moves a little. He says he hits it on the toe, and the putter moves, like just fans open.
Right.
He goes, okay, now do me a favor and hold the pencil directly in the middle. And now he hits the pencil in the middle, doesn't move at all. Hits it on the toe, hits it on the heel, barely moves. He said the more you can create that zero torque center of gravity directly in the center head, the stability of that, it's stuck with me ever since.
Wow.
But I don't use one.
Wow. Shocking. Oh, man. We could sit here all day and listen to you guys tell stories about gear and that sort of thing, which is awesome. But, Mac, before we sign off, what's next for you, travel-wise?
I'm actually doing a piece in Prince Edward Island next week. So I'm doing a YouTube video pretty much highlighting. We're going to play all the golf courses in PI. We're going to play a couple courses or a couple holes at each and just document the whole thing. And I love PI. I mean, I love the people out there.
Sponsor of ours. They're our Canadian travel partner here. And, I was talking to Nick, too. What we've got to figure it out. Probably unlikely this year with all our schedules, but at some point, we've got to do a Golf Talk Canada 3 holes with.
Yeah.
And we'll do it with Mac. And maybe we do it at PI. Maybe we do it somewhere like that and do it together.
I'm in.
Now we're talking on the fly again, producing, hosting.
Actually, that's the reason to go to Bear Mountain, right there.
Yes. Now we're talking.
Sounds like 2 trips to me.
This has been a great business meeting, Mac. It's been great to spend time with you, as always.
We got to know, though, before we do this,
Yes.
Mac needs to send us to Walmart and tell us what blanket to buy.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if I buy the wrong blanket, we're in trouble.
It's baby blue and has flowers on it.
Oh, the baby blue
It was
flowers.
off the discount rack for $15, and it's unbelievable.
Wow. Well, hey, Mac, thanks so much for your time today, man. Really enjoyed it. Have fun at the shoot this afternoon, and enjoy your trip next week as well.
I appreciate you guys having me on.